the only answer I can think of that is right now is more speech and more, encouraging people to speak more freely, and creating communities that protect them, to support people when they do engage in free speech, and not have them feel like they're alone, because I think a lot of times people feel extremely alone. I mean, I've had the experience of this kind of brush with cancellation culture, and I felt tremendously alone. But I also uh, ended up with a group of people who reached out to me. I've also had a group of people who shared their own stories with me, and that kind of is what gave me the power or the strength to be more outspoken, because I wasn't before. I was tremendously afraid. So that completely changed my life, because I felt like, hey, I found kind of the strength to be able to use my voice that I didn't have before. And so I'm hoping that more people do that. And I think more people are doing that. And I think they're finding sort of solace in each other, and more of a community. So the more people do that, I think the more we're going to see sort of a counter movement to it. But I'm also hoping that it doesn't come as, because what I'm also seeing is I'm seeing so much anger, and I'm seeing so much of an unhealthy counter reaction to it, where people are kind of going to the dark side. They're becoming, maybe not necessarily violent, but kind of violent with their words. And I hate to say it, not in the way that words are violence, but in the way that um, they're hostile. They push back. Even this kind of idea of wokeism, right? That everything woke is bad. I mean, I'm not a fan, but 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 I also believe in giving people a chance and having conversations and seeing where they're coming from before kind of condemning, because we don't know what people are thinking until we talk to them. So I take a bit of a different approach than some other people do. And I think it's very easy to have a negative experience and be pushed to an extreme. So I think it's important for us to sort of be aware of that, even as we have, maybe a very bad experience.